Have you ever wondered why some men are into sugar dating and others are not? Well, as a former sugar daddy myself, I'm here to tell you that it's not all about being an ATM machine. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Sugar daddies get to do things on their terms. There's no drama. Everything is based on what they want and they are in control. And in this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 reasons why smart men choose sugar dating and win big. Look, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping videos every week. Oh, all right. As I mentioned earlier, I was a sugar daddy before for over 1 year, and I know all about this, and I want to talk about this topic because a lot of you guys seem to have an opinion on this. In fact, a negative opinion, because you're thinking, well, they're just going to see me as an ATM machine. Sure, some women may see you that way, but as a sugar daddy, former sugar daddy myself, I'm here to tell you that there's five benefits and why smart men actually choose sugar dating. And in fact, even in my relationships now, I offer some sugar, helping them out with their bills sometimes, with their nails, their hair, all these things. But I'm not directly doing sugar relationships, but let's get into this video. All right, so number one reason why smart men choose sugar dating. Well, it's no secret, and you may have not been on any websites before or any sugar apps, but the women are hot. Yes, they're hot, they're young, and they're pretty much all under the age of 35. And these women specifically take care of themselves. They look really good. And in fact, in my opinion, based on the various sites that I've been on, most of the women are 7s, 8s, and 9s. And the thing is, you're not going to find that anywhere else pretty much. Or they're not even going to give you the time of day. So that's number one, is they're young and hot, they take care of themselves, and they're ultimately looking for a guy who has their life together. Number two, kind of a nice segue into what they're looking for, is they're actually looking for older guys. So right away, you have put yourself in a specific niche, right? If you like to date younger women, and it doesn't matter if they're 10, 20, 30, or even 40 years younger, the bottom line is pretty much all sugar babies are into older guys, and that's a fact. So if you're on an app or a website that caters to that, then right away you have a leg up from all the other dating apps, because all the other dating apps pretty much women want to date around their own age range. So if you're interested in sugar dating, then I have some great news, because this video is sponsored by Sugar Daddy Meet. Sugar Daddy Meet is the largest sugar dating website in the world with over 8 million members. That's a lot of members, but it keeps getting better, okay? It's not just about the 8 million members. It's a 4-to-1 ratio of women to men. So what that means is there's 4 women to every guy on this website, which is pretty crazy, but it gets better. You can join Sugar Daddy Meet for as low as $24 per month, which is pretty crazy considering how expensive a lot of other dating apps are. And at the end of the day, these women are looking for an older guy and a provider. You know, somebody who can elevate their lifestyle. And the thing is, you don't have to be a Chad. You don't have to have $1 million. Like, this has been my experience, as I mentioned before, as a former sugar daddy, that many of these women, they're not even looking for an allowance per se. They're just looking for somebody to help them out once in a while. Maybe it's help with their rent sometimes, some of their bills, get their hair done, their nails, their pedicures, some clothes here and there once in a while, maybe going to some nice restaurants, to travel with them. Again, as I mentioned earlier, they're looking for somebody who will elevate their lifestyle. And you might be thinking, well, Silver Bachelor, this is kind of transactional. Aren't sugar babies and sugar daddies, that whole situation, transactional? Well, everything in life is transactional. If you don't do your part, you're out. If she doesn't do her part, she's out. So everything is transactional. But best thing is that you get to do things on your terms. And at the end of the day, there's no drama. Everything's upfront. All your expectations are upfront, unlike traditional dating. So if you want to meet younger women and beautiful women, I encourage you to go check out Sugar Daddy Meet. And $24 a month, that's kind of a no-brainer. So back to this video. All right, number 3 is sugar babies need money, right? Most women that are under 35, they have just graduated, especially the women in their 20s. They've just graduated from school, they have student debts, and they're just trying to get their career going. So many of them need money. And what I like the best about sugar dating is that there's not much ghosting happening, right? It's so frustrating on most dating apps where you message them and then all of a sudden poof, they just disappear and you're wondering what the heck happened. Well, there's clearly a motivation for these women to engage with you. And that's one of the things that I like the most about sugar dating is that they know, look, this guy's going to help me out. And in exchange, I'm young, I'm beautiful, and he gets to spend time with me. All right. And the reality is, most dating apps, it's 70% dudes. Okay. Unlike Sugar Daddy Meet, it's 4-1. Okay. But on most dating apps, it's 70% dudes. So already you're behind the 8 ball, right? So number 4 is there's no kids and no baggage, right? Most sugar babies, like I said, they're under 35 and most of them do not have children. So I don't know if you have children, but dating somebody with children has its own challenges. I don't have any children myself, and I prefer to date women without children. So typically I'm dating 35 and under because they don't have children. All right. And number 5, let's save kind of the best for last, in my opinion, is that there's no drama. It's clear terms, right? When you have these discussions with women that are into sugar dating, everything is very much upfront, and it's not transactional. It's just very upfront, right? She's looking for somebody to help her with her pedicures, manicures, and her hair once a month. Okay, cool. Or they're looking for an allowance. Okay, cool. It's just, there's no secrets. There's no playing around. There's no beating around the bush. And so that's the number 5 benefit of why smart men choose sugar dating. And they win big because unlike, like I said, traditional relationships, it's kind of a crapshoot. So that's why I wanted to share these 5 things with you. And as I mentioned before, if you haven't considered sugar dating, go check out Sugar Daddy Meet and you won't be disappointed. We'll see you next time.